Hello everyone, welcome to the world's easiest fill command tutorial. Let's go!
Let's go.
Before we start, here's some things to remember. Don't worry about trying to understand them now, they'll make more sense when we finish. And I'll read them out at the end, once you have more of an idea of what's going on. Let's start with this rectangle here. I'm going to fill in the inside and keep the outsides as the red wool. First of all, we're going to place our guide block in the corner here, just to make sure we don't mess up. Keep your cursor on your guide block, type in /fill, and then use the tab, space, tab, space, tab, and those are the coordinates of the block that your crosshairs are pointing at. Then press enter. Doesn't matter that the command has an error. Now we're going to move to the opposite corner, place another guide block, open up the chat, get our previous coordinates, tab, space, tab, space, tab, space. Now you have all the options for the blocks you can use to fill the area. I'm going to use yellow wool, then press enter. And there you go. You have your rectangle all filled in. Next, we're going to fill in this vertical rectangle. Place the guide block in one of the corners, /fill, tab, space, tab, space, tab, enter. Go to the opposite corner, whoops, open up the chat and press the up key to get your previous unfinished command, tab, space, tab, space, tab, then fill in what you want. I'm going to say yellow wool. Ta-da! Sometimes it's not always possible to place your second guide block, and I'll show you how to do that now. We're going to be building a very tall tower up into the sky. So we're going to place a guide block at the bottom just so that we know where we're going. Fill, tab, space, tab, space, tab, enter. Now, make sure you stand directly on your guide block and go upwards without moving. I'll go to about here. Up to access our previous command, and you'll see it's tilde symbols. That's just because our crosshair doesn't have a target block to point at, but that's okay. It just means that the blocks will place exactly where you are. Yellow wool, and there we go. Here's a little bit more of an advanced version. We haven't built a frame for ourselves, but we've marked out where we want the corners to be for how big we want it to be. We're going to go to one of the top corners, place our crosshairs on the target block to get those coordinates. Now we're going to go to the opposite corner. I'm just going to hop out the way because this will be full of blocks, so I'm going to stand on this block. Let's do red wool. There we go. If you're building a structure which has giant walls, you can do this by only building one guide tower. We'll build it up to here. Yeah, I think that's how tall I want my wall to be. We'll go to the top. Grab the commands from the cursor. No, crosshairs. We'll go down to where I want my wall to end. Come along here, make sure I'm in the right line. Probably about there. We're going to point at our guide block, get those previous coordinates, add our new ones, yellow wool. And we've just made ourselves a big wall, only needing one guide tower. Now I'm going to show you what to do if you make a mistake. Say you want to build a platform on the ground. You're going to place your guide block like so, and you'll go to whereabouts you want the opposite corner to be, and you accidentally make it too thick. Don't worry about that, just go up into the chat, get your previous command, and use air. And this will delete all of the blocks that you just placed, leaving you with a nice clear canvas to try again. Now that you've got a bit more of an idea what's going on, I'll read out these signs to you. These are the things to remember. Crosshair always on the target block. Place a block first as a guide. Be prepared to mess it up. Practice in a test area first. Made a mistake? Run it again using the fill XXX, that's going to be your coordinates, air command instead. And that's it. That's the end of my tutorial. Hopefully I was able to explain it well enough that you could understand. If I didn't explain anything well enough or there's something you still didn't understand, please let me know in the comments and I can help you out there. Thank you for watching. Bye!